Welcome to Sweat and Ball. It's college football Saturday, October 25th. We got a full slate of games lined up across the country, from early SEC kickoffs to some big-time night matchups. We're going to go game by game and give you the time and location. I'll throw out my plays, and then Jake or Emmett will give their quick takes, whether they're riding and fading, and then we'll give an answer of what we're going to ride with for each game. So let's get into it. First, we're going to go with Vanderbilt and Missouri because it's the college game day game. And you got to go Vanderbilt -3. I mean, Diego Pavia is the GOAT right now. He walks into his games with a shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I mean, walking in with a straight shiesty and a t-shirt. You got to ride with him. He's probably winning the Heisman or definitely going to the ceremony because if he wins this game, I mean, it's just going to be over for the SEC. So, all right, what do you guys think?
I agree with that. I like Vanderbilt at -3. I like the environment. College game day always brings something to the table, so I think they're going to show out for this game.
Woo! I second that. Liking that spread of -3. I think that we haven't seen a top 10 Vandy team in decades, so I think it's great to see a Vandy team this good. I think they're hot. I think, like you said, the QB's in Heisman contention. I like it.
Boom. Vanderbilt -3. And then we should all just give a thumbs up when I do this. Boom.
I like that.
Next game, Texas A&M at LSU. Got to go Texas A&M -2.5. If we're picking Vanderbilt, that means we got to pick Texas A&M for here. I mean, we don't have to, but Texas A&M is just a better team. LSU just lost to Vanderbilt, and I got to believe in Texas A&M. LSU lost all my respect when they lost to Vanderbilt. Yeah, no, I'm still going Texas -2.5. I just think they got a good offense, a good defense, and they're kind of a train to stop, and they're not going to stop the train, so -2.5.
I also like Texas A&M. Honestly, if I would maybe even do alt spread here. I feel like LSU coming off that loss. I'm looking at their lineup right now.
It's at Death Valley though.
They haven't had any I feel like dominant wins though. That's what kind of susses me.
Have you seen anything?
I'm just looking at LSU's like wins right now. I mean, they did beat Florida. Florida is a good team.
How much did they beat Florida?
Only by 10 though.
Okay.
Although I will say, in the words of Nick Saban, the most dangerous team is an undefeated team, not because they're gonna win, but because they get complacent. So this could also be a. I'm talking myself into a corner here.
I think we all are. Fuck.
Yeah.
Do we ride with LSU?
I'm afraid to touch this one, considering the matchup predictor on ESPN has Texas A&M at a 52.2% to win. That's a pretty thin margin, and obviously we see that with that 2.5 spread, and only a +115 with LSU's money line. I think though, Texas A&M didn't get to number 3 on accident, and LSU has had some great wins, but they've also had some great losses. I mean, they're playing in a tough place to play, but I don't think Texas A&M is any stranger to hard matchups and hard games and hard environments. I'm personally still rocking with Texas A&M, but I think I'll keep it at that 2.5 spread, Rod.
I think we gotta go Texas A&M -2.5.
I agree. That convinced me.
Ooh. Next game, Ole Miss +6.5 at Oklahoma. I mean, I just said the play right there. I want Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss. Give me Lane Kiffin. They almost beat Georgia, but then they kind of choked at the end. But that's fine. They were, a visitor, and they're gonna be a visitor again. But Oklahoma ain't Georgia. But maybe Georgia ain't Oklahoma. But there's the crowd aspect. But there was the crowd aspect for Texas, and Texas sucks. And Texas beat Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry. So give me Ole Miss +6.5, or even give me Ole Miss money line because Lane Kiffin got it. And all right, we're just gonna go Ole Miss +6.5. Do you have anything else to say?
No, I actually like Ole Miss here too. I kind of agree with what you said though. Like the 6.5 is a little bit scary to me. So if I was feeling on the fence, I would also maybe just go money line because the plus 160 isn't bad. It's not bad odds.
It isn't bad. Get him an underdog.
What time is that game at?
It's at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Mountain Time.
I'm rocking with that. I think Ole Miss has that in the bag.
All right, Ole Miss. Boom. Okay, now next game, BYU at Iowa State. Give me BYU with the Mormons. Even though the Mormons are undefeated, and like Jake mentioned before, they could get complacent. I don't care. It's Big 12. It's not that hard. They have a good chance. They have a good run. Iowa State just lost to Colorado, right?
Correct.
Exactly. I mean, if it beats Colorado, I'm just kidding. They're not a bum. But BYU got it. BYU beat Colorado. Colorado beat Iowa State. That's football math right there for y'all.
I like that. I also am going to go BYU. Even though CU did kind of give them a run for their money, I feel like that now they've got it figured out. I feel like that win over Utah was a good win, even though their quarterback is currently in shambles. Now I do like BYU.
Yeah, I'm actually going to second that as well. I think BYU's got that lock. I almost might take an alt spread on that, only because, you know, even though it's at home and I think they have performed decently at home, they haven't really the best win on their schedule
Wait, it's
right
at
now.
Iowa State.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
sorry, I meant at Iowa State hasn't performed well,
Oh, shit.
or has performed well at home. They have beat a good Kansas State team by just a field goal. But coming off these last two games on the road, losing to Cinci, losing to the Buffs, watching that game, I think while it was close, you're playing close games and losing games against teams that are at the bottom of the Big 12. To me, that's just a point of, the BYU's outside looking in on some of these championship games. Big 12, they're probably a lock for that. And going to college football playoffs, they're looking very good if they keep this up. So I think that it's very likely, and I'm taking BYU.
All right, boom. BYU. Boom. All right, next game. Texas versus Mississippi State at Mississippi State. Give me Texas -6.5. Easy. Arch Manning sucks, but the Texas defense is good, and Arch Manning could clutch up, and it would be a beautiful sight for everybody. So let's just take -6.5 and hope Arch Manning locks in somehow, some way. What do you guys think
For you, Texas?
Texas?
I like Texas too. I will be a Manning supporter till I die. Arch Manning can do no wrong in my eyes. Give me Texas at 7.5.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think we've seen that Arch Manning does play pretty well at home. We watched him beat a pretty good Oklahoma team away, and we watched. Actually, no, excuse me, that was at home. He's all of their wins are at home. Yeah, that does concern me a little bit though that it's away, because their losses are at Ohio State, at Florida. They won at Kentucky, but that's not really much of a win. And all their other games have been at home, and all their other games have been wins. So there is a little bit of concerning play there. I'm not entirely hating on it, but I just think that
Maybe money line's a bit safer.
what is the line at with that right now?
For Texas?
Correct.
Texas just straight money line is -270, but the spread is +100.
Ooh, +100 for -6.5.
7.5 I have here.
Oh,
See, I have -105 for the 7.5 spread for Texas.
Okay.
Here on DraftKings.
All right.
I have it on. Oh, so the books are saying something different.
Not the best value, so we just go Texas -6.5, Texas money line. There's no way I'm going Mississippi State. I can't bet against Arch Manning.
Yeah,
we
I
can't
think-
bet against Arch Manning.
I think we're all in agreement. Texas has that game in the bag. I like that 6.5. I think you're pushing your luck with the 7.5. It's just not worth it. I think take the safer bet. Take that 6.5.
Boom.
Boom.
All right, next game, and then it's the next big game, and then after that, we're just gonna go to the slate based on time. Next big game is Auburn at Arkansas. Give me Auburn -2.5. They might be plus. Are they plus?
I have +2.5.
Yeah, they're plus. Okay. No, give me Auburn money line. Easy work. Auburn money line at Arkansas. It's a Hugh Freeze legacy game. Auburn isn't that bad. It's just been some bad luck and some bad play calling. But you can always learn from bad play. You can always learn from bad play calling. You can't, just get worse. I mean, it could get worse, but I don't believe it will get worse. Just give me Auburn money line. Arkansas is like 2-5. Auburn's 3-4, I believe.
Yeah, 3-4. 3-5, I believe.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, Auburn's definitely
3-4, my bad.
definitely going on the downs, but I think there's a good pick-me-up spot. Arkansas sucks buns. And Auburn isn't that bad. They got more NIL than Arkansas for sure. So give me Auburn.
Yeah, and I'm going to second that pick with Auburn. In short, I think, we're watching a good Arkansas team and a not so great Auburn team, but I still am taking a not so great Auburn team over a good Arkansas team. So, still taking Auburn.
I also agree. I love Auburn to this day. I don't really see them. I see a world where it goes wrong, but they're due, and I know due isn't really the best way to put it, but this is a make or break game for them. I feel like Arkansas also at that 2-5, they're kind of pretty much defeated, but I feel like Auburn, it's a long road, but they could turn it around from here, so we'll see.
They're due. All right, Auburn. Boo. Now we're going to go with morning, afternoon, and night games. First, morning games. First game we got is Northwestern at Nebraska, at that piece of crap state. Nobody likes Nebraska. Nebraska's horrible. Can't do anything in Nebraska. Give me Northwestern plus 6.5. I just don't rock with Nebraska. Dylan Raiola sucks. He's not Patrick Mahomes. And maybe he turns into Patrick Mahomes this game, but if he does, that's fine with me. But I doubt it. He's not that good. He's not Mahomes. Give me Northwestern plus 6.5.
You know what? I don't love that. I think Nebraska is one of the hardest places to play, as much as I don't like it. Nebraska is one of the hardest places to play in the Big Ten, outside of probably, Oregon and the Big House. I think that those Nebraska fans show up, rain or shine, good team or bad team. I think that Northwestern is this team's not great. We haven't seen a great Northwestern team in a while, and I think that it's a little concerning that I think it's going to be loud, it's going to be scary, and I think that those guys, it's not going to be similar environment to what they're used to playing in. I think it's going to be scary and could be a blowout.
God, I've been going back and forth. I don't know. I hate to say it, Rod. I also might agree with the Nebraska pick purely because I'm looking at their wins right now, and their wins are good. They've beat some teams they should not have beat, I don't think, and they've also put some dominant performances down. I'm scared that's gonna make them. They're gonna come in there thinking that their shit don't stink, and I'm scared that Nebraska. I agree, Nebraska is hard. Like, it's getting a little bit chilly out. Not saying those Northwestern boys don't know how to handle some weather, but I also might like Nebraska here over Northwestern. We could be split here. We could be a split.
This
decision.
could be a split game. This is a good rapport.
So I think you put your thumbs up and we put them down for this.
All right, give me Northwestern.
There we go. We like Nebraska.
Let's go. Okay, now we'll go Virginia. I believe it's Virginia at North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Yeah, North Carolina sucks. I forgot his name because he's so washed.
Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick.
I do think, though, this is kind of a, not that job security is an issue, but I think it's worth mentioning. I don't think this game will decide whether Bill Belichick keeps his job by any means, but I do think there's something to say about, this team could turn up. This team could surprise us. I think that the Virginia team is, I see you got these listed at the, I don't know. I think I'm going to take Virginia with minus 6.5. I don't think I'm willing to stretch it beyond that.
Okay. That's fair. What do you think, Jake?
I can respect that. I think when you lose your Amazon Prime deal, that's got to be a hard hit to the locker room. I love Bill Belichick, even though I am a Broncos fan. I respect him as a coach, but I don't think that his play style, I don't think that his coaching style is necessarily the best for NCAA. I think there's a lot more hurdles you have to jump through, especially with younger athletes. I like Virginia a lot. I think that they've been playing well. Obviously, being 6-2, I like Virginia as well. But I also agree that North Carolina's not gonna have dogs on their roster. That man knows how to recruit. So I also maybe would like the 7.5 because the money line is not worth it. Minus 420 is not worth it in my eyes unless you're gonna put it on a parlay, I guess.
So I guess it's between you, Rod. You're liking a minus 6.5. Or you're liking a minus.
You gotta fade the fuck out of North Carolina. North Carolina sucks so bad. I mean, we could watch it online, mate. They literally just suck so bad. Somebody said it's a printing machine to bet against North Carolina. I gotta go minus 9.5, even minus 14 if you really want to push it and bet against that old hag, Bill Belichick. He's not good. He's old. He's what's it called? Geriatric? What is it called? Geriatric. He sucks. Next game, it's at Wake Forest. Easy money. Give me SMU. Wake Forest. They battle with Georgia Tech, I believe, but that's all they got. You gotta go SMU. They got a cooler logo, cooler uniforms. Wake Forest just does not wake me up in the mornings.
It's true.
SMU does. Give me SMU.
I concur. I think that Texas oil money is going to keep flowing into all these schools. We see it with Texas Tech, we see it with A&M. We see all these schools getting just donor after donor pouring in that oil money. I think we're only going to see these Texas teams get better, and I like that SMU take.
I don't think there's much more to say. Give me SMU all day.
Boom, SMU, boom. Okay, UCLA at Indiana. Now, this is a tricky one. UCLA has actually shown that they have some balls, sweating balls. Hey, let's go.
Good reference.
Give me UCLA. They're at plus 25.5. Just bump it up to plus 27.5 for the tutties and stuff like that. Or is it 20? No, yeah, 27.5.
It's currently at 26.5. I'm seeing on ESPN. So bump it up.
Bump it up to plus 27.5. I think that's the play. You never want to bet a team. I mean, Indiana is good, but UCLA, as it's been shown, can upset some teams. I mean, even the plus money, plus 1,600. Of course, Indiana is gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be as steep as they think it's gonna be. I mean, the sportsbooks do have that for a reason, but just give me UCLA plus 27.5. They're sleeping on that.
Minus 27.
No, give me UCLA plus.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, plus.
I see.
Yeah.
I was going to go against the opposite of that. I think Indiana can blow this team out of the water. We've seen UCLA win two of their last games. Banged up Penn State, which, not really sure how good I feel about that team. And I think as much as I love a Michigan State, leaves a lot to be desired. They walked, that UCLA is playing an uphill battle, but I think Indiana still has a chip on their shoulder. I think they are the Colts of college football right now. They're turning their team around. People, even with an undefeated record, are still going to count them out. Even with a great record, they're still going to count them out. They're going to talk about how bad their losses are. I think this Indiana team is legit, and I think they could blow UCLA out of the water with that minus 27.5.
I've been thinking about this game actually a lot today because I did see this earlier on the books. On my page, it says minus 4,000. That's a crazy odd for me. I will say, Rod is a you like your underdogs, you like your long bets, and they have shown any given Saturday. It's college ball, man. Lights get bright. Young men, they get scared.
UCLA has covered 25.5 in their last 6 games.
I did also see that. I do like that.
I don't hate that. I just think that really, to me, only matters against teams like Penn State and USC. You look those aren't even part of that recent 5. Of the last recent 5, they're playing the bottom rungs of our of the
beloved Big Ten Conference.
I know there's all love for it, but these are besides that Penn State, and who knows where they sit right now. This Northwestern team, this Michigan State team, this Maryland are, especially coming off a 20-17 win against Maryland. Say Maryland that would be, we'd all agree would be destroyed by an Indiana. I think, I just can't see myself fading this good Indiana team.
27.5 though. You would believe they'd blow them out by 4 touchdowns more than you think UCLA could keep it 4 touchdowns?
I will. Okay. I'm looking at the stats right now, and I will say 2 things. One, I believe in UCLA, but I also believe in Indiana a lot more. But looking at their wins, they haven't led a team over. The highest I'm seeing right now is 20 points, and that was Oregon. And we all know how good Oregon is. So, honestly, I don't hate the UCLA spread play because I think that, same kind of thing. They're 7-0. They could honestly not even get complacent. They could just think that this is a run-of-the-mill, just like get in, get out, business as usual sort of win. And they could not be trying as hard. They could be putting in maybe some second-string people. And the spread maybe could hit. I could see that happening.
See, I think we have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah,
I think
this is a hard one.
I do see what you're saying, but yeah.
UCLA plus 28.5. Boom. What? Okay.
Switch it up last minute.
Now we have Rutgers at Purdue. We do this one quick. Give me Rutgers. I don't like Purdue. Give me Rutgers because Rutgers the most They're actually the most historic football team, I think. I think they were part of the first football
believe
games
you're
ever.
correct.
So give me Rutgers. Purdue sucks.
I second that in short.
Yeah, Rutgers, man.
Rutgers, boom. Okay. This one also very close because it's Big 12 football, and Big 12 football is usually very competitive. Give me Kansas State money line. I don't rock with Kansas. They beat the Colorado Buffaloes to get them out of the playoffs. They give me flashbacks. I'd rather see them lose. This is definitely a biased pick, but it's also not a bad pick because Big 12 football, it's any given Saturday. So give me Kansas State money line.
I also like that pick. I also have a big bias against Kansas. I was at the Lawrence CU football game, and I've never met a more polarizing fan group. I have never met people who were not as hospitable as the people in Lawrence, Kansas. I love me some K-State action. Give me K-State plus 3.5.
I concur.
Kansas State, boom. Okay, last morning game, and then we'll just have about 7 more games after that. We'll try to go quicker because these are just a time slate, and I already went through the big games. Give me UCF. Give me -3. I think it gives me -3.5. Let me check the.
I'm seeing -6.5.
I'm seeing 6 even on DraftKings.
Yeah, give me that. Give me UCF. I love their coach. Give me my UCF -6.5 actually now. I just like their coach, and there's some Southern Florida babies. So give me Southern Florida.
I agree. Memphis has had some, highs and lows, and I think, even though it's at home, I think this South Florida team could really mess them up at home.
I agree too. I like what Florida as a whole, as a state, has been producing. They started off strong. You got Miami, you got USF. I like USF at -6.5.
Yeah, boom. Okay, now we're going to afternoon games, and what's sad is we're gonna go with Alabama at South Carolina, and this would usually be a big game, but Alabama is just, they're good. DeBoer's cool, and I'm gonna ride with them. Give me Alabama -14. South Carolina does have the North Sellers, but I just don't think the QB's good enough to carry against the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
In short, I keep saying that, but I will have to completely agree with you, Rod. I think we saw that this Alabama team knows how to win, and I think even though South Carolina these Gamecocks had a pretty strong start to their season, I think they've had some rocky roads after that. I just don't feel comfortable taking anything other than Alabama to cover the spread.
I like Bama too. Not much more to say. Nothing. You can't beat history right there. So give me Bama.
Bama. Boom. Okay, next afternoon game, Illinois at Washington at 1:30. I don't think I've been saying the times for every game, but I'm going to have it somewhere here. So we'll just have that. Give me Illinois plus 2.5. I think that's what it's at right now. Illinois, I think they've had very close games. I mean, that was Virginia that had the shock upset, actually. But Washington, I am pretty sure they're beat up right now. They're pretty injured. I think that's what I've heard. Give me Illinois.
I'm seeing a 3.5 spread right now.
Ooh. For plus 3.5 Illinois?
Plus 3.5 Illinois.
Still, yeah, just give me +3. Just do alternate just to +3. Illinois is either going to keep it by a field goal, keep it close, or actually outright win the game.
Ooh, this is interesting because is Washington's quarterback out?
There's people injured. I don't know exactly, but I just know they're an injured team right now, but they're at home.
Because as much I have a lot of heart for both these teams. I love the University of Washington as a university. I also like the University of Illinois a lot. But something about it, I don't know. I like Washington here. I think granted, we've just talked up Indiana, how good Indiana is, but 63-10 is a hard pill to swallow. I don't care what team you are. I don't know. So,
but that's the reason why they would clutch up and try to win this game. They've gotten beat, and they're like, all right, let's just pick up our boots and just.
I do think you could say the same for this Washington team, though. They just went into the big house. They lost. They had it was a give and take the whole first quarter into the second quarter, and then Michigan really ran away with the rest of that game. I think it ended up being 24-7. I think I think that Washington, they're a good team, and I think they, those records, the record's going to show that. I think at the end of the season, I think this is a game that they very well could come on top of. I think that if you were to bet on this game, I think it truly comes down to the money line. I think with a spread like that, I don't know.
I like Washington. You convinced me to go Washington.
I like Washington.
We're going Washington money line. Boom. All right. At Minnesota. Minnesota. North Carolina. Alabama. Tennessee. Oklahoma. Arkansas. Minnesota. I'm gonna put that in the video. That's pretty funny.
Minnesota.
Give me Iowa. Easy work. Give me the Hawkeyes. I'm doing this for the Pat McAfee show. For who is it?
But
No.
I know you're
John.
talking.
No.
I forget his name, but I know you're.
He's in the toxic table. It's
Ty-
Connor. Ty Schmidt.
This
Is for Ty Schmidt. Give me
Schmidt.
Iowa Hawkeye money line. Easy work. Iowa. Not much thinking about it. We're just going Iowa.
I like Iowa too. Are you going spread on that? Or are you just going money line?
Is there a big spread?
It's -8.5.
I'm -8.5. That's what I see.
My only thought to that though is that Iowa's a defense heavy team, and I think that a defense heavy team is just more likely to put up field goals. So it's not often will I take a low spread or just avoid a spread altogether. But I think that this team could really keep it within a few points, especially with how similar these teams have been playing in Big Ten play. I almost just want to straight up take Iowa money line.
I could see that. I'm looking at their games right now, and all like their really competitive games, they've been within 5 points, 1 point. Like I'm seeing a lot of games like that. I also -300 though. It's kind of a scary money line for me, just because like it doesn't seem like you're getting a lot of value out of that. But if you can maybe do an alt spread
Of like 2.5, 3.
yeah, 2.5, 3, I would like that.
That's kind of where I'm at.
All right, Iowa -2.5 alt spread. Boom. Okay. Washington State University at Toledo. Give me WSU. Give me Washington State. I just think they're a good team. Toledo is not a good team. I've seen them play during the weekdays, and they suck. Give me WSU.
I like WSC as well. The spread, I don't know what you're seeing on your spread, but I'm seeing plus and minus 1.5 for both teams.
Ooh.
So it's close. In all honesty, the actual odds aren't crazy. On mine, it says like money line for Washington is -100, like 104, and the spread is -114. If you want to play it safe, honestly, maybe I would even just go money line here. But I agree, Toledo, I don't think about them except for when I look at the scores at the end of the week. So
I might even alt spread this game. I think Washington State, you're seeing Toledo that just doesn't. I can't find a great win on their record. They've played some decent teams and they've lost to some not so great teams. I think this. I'm liking Washington State has beaten a good mid Colorado State. They've played some close games. They played a San Diego State and won. They played Idaho, and they won. I think Washington State has just a better record going into this, and I like them 100%. I'm following you, Rod.
All right, boom. WSU, boom. Money line or just do -3 and you get some value.
You should do a little throat clear session intermission.
Give me Alabama. Okay. Now we have 4 more games and then we're cooked and we're done. Boom. All right, Cincinnati at Baylor. Give me Baylor. I don't know why I have Cincinnati. Give me Baylor, actually. I actually was listening to another college football breakdown, and they said Baylor actually has the #1 passing offense, at least top 5 passing offenses in college football. So I don't care what type is it Baylor. So I don't even care what type of defense Cincinnati has, which I'm pretty sure they actually have a bad pass defense as well. So it's a #1 pass offense versus number 100 pass defense. Don't quote me on that, but that's basically what it is. I got to go with Baylor. Hopefully it's a fun game. I think it's going to be a fun game because it's Big 12. Big 12 is always competitive. It's somehow not usually a blowout, but give me Baylor.
Some stats to throw in is that their Baylor's quarterback, I do think they clearly do have a pretty pretty good passing game. He's thrown for 21 touchdowns for just under 2,400 yards this season. However, he is at just even with completion percentage, and he's thrown a total of 7 interceptions so far this season.
He throw that bitch, bro. He throws.
I know.
It.
It just is a little troublesome. I think Vegas sees something here that we're clearly not seeing, because I do think, on paper, I like Baylor a lot more, but this Cincy team is kind of shown up a little better than I would have realized. They are 6-1 right now. See who they beat a ranked Iowa State. Their only loss is by 3 points to Nebraska, 20-17. They beat Kansas, they beat Iowa State, they beat UCF, they beat Oklahoma State, and it wasn't even close. It was a 49-17 against Oklahoma State. I think this Cincy team's legit, and I think that they're on a heat streak. Maybe Baylor will heat check them. I hope they do, but it's a little troublesome.
I like that as well, actually. I do like this. The Cincy play, it's hard because I keep going back and forth depending on vibes, and I feel like I'm looking at all the over-unders. I know we've been talking about overs and unders. This is one of the first 60s that I'm seeing. It's at 67.5. I don't know, man. It's hard. I think it's at Cincy. Like you said, they're on a heat streak. And I'm looking at Baylor has beat some good teams, but I also kind of agree in the sense they've been close. I think that Cincy, they haven't really. The only close game I'm looking at and seeing is, like you said, is Nebraska. Maybe UCF, because that's a 9-point game though. That's a 2-score game.
It's pretty wild that they played nearly identical games against Oklahoma State, which is kind of the best comparison because those were both recent games for them. It was 3 games ago for Baylor, 1 game ago for Cincinnati. The Baylor game was against Oklahoma State. At Oklahoma State was 45-27, and then we see a Cincinnati 49-17. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and I hope Baylor can topple them. I don't know if I'm too confident.
I think a game like this comes down a lot to perfection in the sense of whatever team gives up the most penalties and whichever team gets tired first. I feel like it's just going to be a shootout. I feel like they're just going to stomp down the field every time. And it's just whoever gets tired first and whoever makes the first mistake and whoever can capitalize it. I think that this could go either way, honestly.
If we look at the college pick'em that is on ESPN, 94% of people pick Cincinnati to win this game.
Okay, well, I like Baylor as a dog. If they get the ball first and score first, then you're cooked. But if you like a good dog on your parlay, give me Baylor. But I get this. We're gonna do a new thing, just no play.
Yeah, don't touch it unless you like it.
Yeah.
Hey, sounded weird. Sorry.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Don't touch that game unless you like that game.
Big one.
Okay. All right. 3 more games, and they're all night games. They're the big night games. Okay, we're gonna save Michigan game for last. We're gonna talk about Tennessee at Kentucky at 5:45 p.m. Mountain Time. This is all Mountain Time, so whenever I do say time, it's Mountain Time. Give me Tennessee money line at Kentucky. Tennessee is better than Kentucky. Kentucky fought with Texas, but that was just Texas, just shit in the bed. They weren't really ready, but they still won. Kentucky just kind of got their sails. What do you call that? I don't know. They basically have a limp dick right now. They got cold balls,
Cold feet.
No. Is it called cold balls?
It's cold feet.
Where you got cold?
No. But what's cold when a girl edges you with your balls?
Blue balls.
Blue balls.
All right, we should start this bit so that we didn't say that. All right, restart it from the beginning.
No. Kentucky got blue balls from Texas. So give me Tennessee money line, easy, because Kentucky just lost all their fight.
I like that.
I like it too.
I like that.
Boom, Tennessee, boom.
Tennessee is a boom.
Okay, now, oh my God,
Popular.
Let's see,
Houston.
Okay, second to last game. Houston at Arizona State. Give me Houston plus 7.5. Arizona State won their last game, and it was an upset against Texas Tech, but Texas Tech didn't have their quarterback. So Arizona State's all hyped, and I think they're gonna use all their adrenaline. I could be eating my words, but Houston's a really good team. I saw them play against Colorado. Their defense is legit. A lot of defenses in the Big 12 are legit. Arizona State could make a home game difference, but no, give me Houston plus 7.5. I think it's good value because they are underdogs. And Arizona State is a bit hyped right now. Give me Houston plus 7.5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that 7.5 makes it really easy to take them there because they need to win by more than a touchdown, and I just don't know if that's happening. I second that.
I like it as well. I will say though, at least what I'm looking at, the spread is minus 120, and the money line, straight money line, is plus 220. They're both, they're both hot teams. That's like temperature wise in where they play. I'm not saying that Arizona is going to be a different environment for Houston, but I could see it being closer. So I also maybe we just go money line Houston there.
I think it's a parlay cooker. I don't think you want to put this one in your parlay. I think you bet this one straight up and go with your gut. I like that Houston plus 7.5, but I'd say it's hard to touch that one for sure.
Okay. Last game, Michigan State. Nope, actually, last game, Michigan at Michigan State. Michigan is favored by minus 14.5.
I'm seeing 13.5 now.
Oh, never mind. Minus 13.5. We're taking the minus 13.5. Michigan is that team. They still have the top 3 highest NILs. They're not washed. I love Bryce Underwood. Michigan State could bring the heat since it's a rivalry game, but nah, Michigan State is low bro. Give me Michigan minus 13.5.
I like everything you said. Not really, actually. I don't like that little bro comment. I think Michigan State is in a rebuild year. I'm a little concerned with them as a Michigan State fan. They're not where I want them to be. They're not where they should be. Though I love to watch this game, and we've seen some great upsets in the past. I think all of that being said, I think Michigan could really come in and tear them up. I think that this Michigan team is pretty good. They're trending up, and I worry Michigan State, especially after that loss to UCLA, is trending down. Give me that minus 13.5 as well.
I'll say it once, I'll say it twice. Go Big Blue. I like Michigan minus 13.5.
Boom! All right, those are all the games. Besides, I ain't hard to find. Give us Colorado money line. Give us Colorado money line. Look at that.
Money line.
CU money line. Boom. And y'all can ride or not. Boom. Let's go.